Okay, sorry about that, guys. We should have sound now. You guys might notice in this video and the last couple Commander Masters Cracker Packs, boo, we're not going to have any sound because our mic went out and we didn't notice. That's a major L, but it is what it is. We notice now. We do apologize. We'll make sure to put it in editing, and we will link those. We'll put them in the description, the cards that were not shown. And we'll also try to do that for the Cracker Packs as well. No promises if we can't see them on the video because we had some focusing issues, but we should be able to figure it out. All right, that being said, let's jump right back into this like nothing happened. Quandrix Command. 1 and a Simic instant. Choose 2. Return target creature or planeswalker to its owner's hand. Counter target artifact or enchantment spell. Put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. Or target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from their graveyard into their library. Very specific, but very useful. Very useful. Cool. All right. Ooh. Trying not to bump the table while still getting comfortable. Flipping now into Prime Speaker Zegana. 2 green and 2 blue Merfolk Wizard 1/1. She enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the greatest power among other creatures you control. When Prime Speaker Zegana enters the battlefield, draw cards equal to its power. That's very powerful.
Yeah.
So if you have a big creature, that's going to go over well. Kumena, Tyrant of Orazka. 1 in the Simic Merfolk Shaman for 2/4. Tap another untapped Merfolk you control. Kumena, Tyrant of Orazka can't be blocked this turn. Tap 3 untapped Merfolk you control. Draw a card. Tap 5 untapped Merfolk you control. Put a +1/+1 counter on each Merfolk you control. So this wants you to have a lot of Merfolk. You definitely want to make token Merfolk with that. Alright. Next. Cold-Eyed Selkie. 1 and a variant Simic. Island Walk 1/1. Whenever Cold-Eyed Selkie deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards. That's a very good card. With Island Walk, you better hope someone has an island at the table. Ruinous Intrusion. 3 and a green instant. Exile target artifact or enchantment. Put X +1/+1 counters on target creature you control, where X is the mana value of the permanent exiled this way. That's pretty good for a +1/+1 counters deck. Realm Walker. I really hate that we're not getting a focus on these, but I can only do so much. It seems like the camera wants to kind of focus slowly but surely. 2 and a green creature shapeshifter changeling 2/3. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. You may look at the top card of your library anytime, and you may cast creature spells of the chosen type from the top of your library. Again, very good in just about any tribal deck.
Yeah, absolutely.
Works well in this one. I mean, to be fair, a shapeshifter shaman-y creature fits in more with Merfolk than it does dinosaurs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'll give it that much. Here we go. Hardened Scales. 1 green mana enchantment. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1 +1/+1 counters are put on it instead. So if you would put 1, put 2. If you would put 2, put 3. For a single green, it's pretty good enchantment, in my opinion. Deeproot Elite. 1 and a green creature Merfolk Warrior. Whenever another Merfolk enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on target Merfolk you control. Pretty good. Ooh, Branching Evolution. This is a very, very popular and I think pretty valuable card. 2 and a green enchantment. If 1 or more +1/+1 counters would be put on a creature you control, twice that many +1/+1 counters are put on that creature instead. So this is just doubling season, but only for +1/+1 counters. So if you know you don't need any other counters, if you know you're not going to make any other tokens that you really care about, it is a significantly cheaper doubling season. Costs 3 mana instead of 5?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thieving Skydiver. 1 and a blue Merfolk Rogue 2/1 with kicker X. X cannot be 0. Flying. When Thieving Skydiver enters the battlefield, if it was kicked, gain control of target artifact with mana value X or less. If that artifact is an equipment, attach it to Thieving Skydiver. That's pretty cool. Thassa, God of the Sea. This is not a Merfolk. Legendary enchantment creature God 5/5 indestructible as long as your devotion to blue is less than 5. Thassa isn't a creature though. At the beginning of your upkeep, scry 1 and you can pay 2 for target creature you control can't be blocked this turn. It's not too shabby. We have Svayelin of Sea and Sky. 1 and 2 blue merfolk God. Svayelin of Sea and Sky is indestructible as long as you control at least 2 other merfolk. Whenever Svayelin attacks, draw a card, and other merfolk you control get ward 1. That's pretty good. Merfolk are doing merfolk things. Surge Spanner. 2 and 2 blue merfolk wizard. Whenever Surge Spanner becomes tapped, you may pay 1 and a blue. If you do, return target permanent to its owner's hand. That's pretty good. Good bounce effects going on there. Seafloor Oracle. 2 and 2 blue merfolk wizard. Whenever a merfolk you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Very specific to merfolk, but very good. I was wondering if this was going to be in here. I don't know if this card's good in this deck. Reflections of Littjara, 4 and a blue enchantments. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, copy that spell. Very powerful, right? Mm-hmm. But it doesn't ignore the legendary rule. And half of those merfolk we just talked about are legendary. So yep. I'm not sure if I like that in this deck that much. You know what I mean?
Fair.
I mean, maybe I do. I'm just saying. Merfolk Sovereign. 1 and 2 blue, creature, merfolk, noble. Other merfolks you control get +1/+1, and you can tap it. Target merfolk creature can't be blocked this turn. There's a lot of not making merfolks blocked this turn going on here.
There's a lot happening.
It's a shame that your commander's not a merfolk. Mm-hmm. It's a shame your commander's a Vidalcan Fish Detective. Master...
I'm upset about it. Don't worry, guys.
...of the Pearl Trident. 2 blue. Focus on the dang card.
You're just going to not worry about it, sweetie.
I know.
There's nothing you can do.
2 blue. Merfolk. Other merfolk creatures you control get... Ooh. Other merfolk creatures you control get +1/+1 and have Island Walk. 2/2.
Interesting.
This is basically just the... There's an old merfolk that does exactly that. It's a lord, and it gives them Island Walk. And I guess they just printed another one? Or maybe that's it, and I'm just going crazy. Kopala, Warden of Waves. 1 and 2 blue. Spells your opponents cast that target a merfolk you control cost 2 more to cast. Abilities your opponents activate that target a merfolk you control cost 2 more to activate. It's pretty good.
Okay.
No upset there. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've been waiting for the card for years. Literally. 3 and 2 blue enchantments, Kindred Discovery. As it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever a creature you control of the chosen type enters the battlefield or attacks, draw a card. Every merfolk that enters, draw a card. Every merfolk that attacks, draw a card. Has absolutely nothing that's actually exclusive to merfolk other than this art. So anytime a knight enters or attacks, draw a card. Might be coming out of the deck. That's all I'm saying. Oh, yeah. That or we might have to buy another one. Herald of Secret Streams. What a name. 3 and a blue merfolk warrior. Creatures you control with +1/+1 counters on them can't be blocked. Sure. It's not even Island Walk, right? Like, Island Walk was already like, oh, you got an island. Sucks to be you.
Yeah.
No, exactly. that's just better. Emperor Mihail II, I think. 1 and 2 blue, 3/3 legendary creature, merfolk noble. See, this is an example of a legendary that, like, wouldn't get copied. Mm-hmm. Anyway, you may look at the top card of your library anytime. You may cast merfolk spells from the top of your library. Whenever you cast a merfolk spell, you may pay 1. If you do, create a 1/1 blue merfolk creature token. Pretty cool.
That's not bad.
Curse of the Swine. X and 2 blue. Exile X target creatures. For each creature exiled this way, that creature's controller gets a 2/2 green boar creature token. Ooh, I haven't seen this in forever. This is a mechanic that I don't think you've ever seen, right? So it's a creature here that you can level up. So you pay 2 blue. Yeah, you pay 2 blue, and it starts at level 1 as a 2/2 creature. Then you can pay 1 at any time you could activate a sorcery, and they'll level up. If they're level 2 or level 3, they become a 3/3 with flying. So going from level 2 to 3 does literally nothing. But then if you get to level 4 or higher, It's now a 4/4 with flying, and other merfolk creature you control get +1/+1.
Got it.
So pretty neat. Focus on the card.
That's
fine. What? I'm allowed to get upset.
You are.
Oh, we have a dual card here. We have Commit, 3 and a blue, instant, put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library, second from the top. Or Memory, 4 and 2 blue, Aftermath, cast a spell only from your graveyard, then exile it. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their libraries, then draw 7 cards. Sure. You know what would be pretty cool? I mean, when you explore, it doesn't actually say draw a card. It says put it into your hand. Mm-hmm. But I feel like Teferi's Ageless Insight could go pretty good in this deck. We're doing a lot of drawing cards, I feel like, and that tends to go well with when you're drawing cards. All right, Benthic Biomancer, 1 blue Merfolk Wizard Mutant 1/1 with Adapt 1. And whenever one or more +1/+1 counters are put on Benthic Biomancer, you draw a card, then discard it. See, that could go to slot. A lot of drawing cards. Stinger of Swift Rivers, 1 a green and a blue Merfolk Shaman, 3/2 with Flash. When it enters the battlefield, put a shield counter on another target creature you control. If it would be dealt damage or destroyed, remove a shield counter from it instead. You may cast Merfolk spells as though they had Flash. Is pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Tributary Instructor, 3 and a green creature Merfolk Shaman with Mentor. Whenever this creature attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. Whenever a creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it dies, draw a card. Because, sure.
Why not?
We needed that effect. I was desperate for...
Okay, I know you like to have nice sleeves for things, but nice sleeves are slippery as heck.
Yeah.
The decks don't stand.
Just make them in a separate file. Topography Track. I mean, you like your sleeves for... What's it called? I mean, it's not like we're buying extra slippery sleeves.
I swear you might be.
It also might just be the angle of the room. Maybe the table's at like a slight angle.
Facts.
Topography Tracker. 2 and a green. When Topography Tracker enters the battlefield, create a map token. If a creature you control would explore, instead it explores, then explores again. Very powerful for this deck in particular. Deeproot Historian, 3 and a green Merfolk Druid. Merfolk and Druid cards in your graveyard have Retrace. And here's what Retrace means, because it's not going to focus and let you see it, I don't think. So we're just going to read it to you guys. Merfolk and Druid cards in your graveyard have Retrace. You may cast cards with Retrace from your graveyard by discarding a land card in addition to paying their other costs. Which is really good, because you're going to have a whole bunch of lands, because you're exploring all the time. Bygone Marvels. 2 green sorcery with Descend 8. When you cast a spell, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, copy the spell twice. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. So you can pay 2 green to get 3 things back from your graveyard. That's pretty cool. And then you exile it. This is pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, this deck's version of like Cyclonic Rift, which is just crazy. Come on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. 2 and 2 blue. Return each creature without a +1/+1 counter on it to its owner's hand. For 4 mana.
Crazy. In
this deck, it's basically a one-sided board wipe for 4 mana that just says, all my creatures stay, assuming that you put +1/+1 counters on them, and all your creatures go. Ripples of Potential, 1 and a blue instant, proliferate, then choose any number of permanents you control that had a counter put on them this way. Those permanents phase out. Ooh, that's a really good card for any sort of counters-themed deck. Mist Dancer, 4 and a blue Merfolk Wizard, 3/3 flying. Other Merfolk you control get +1/+0 and have flying, and it's got Encore for 7. It's a pretty good finisher. Oh, and that's Encore. If you put it in your graveyard, you can benefit from that because you can. I think it's focusing on this.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're trying it. We're trying.
Earthquake, sorry.
Yep, big earthquake. Path of Ancestry, if you don't know what it does, you should. Myriad Landscape, if you don't know what it does, you also should, but it kind of ramps you or something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure. I should know, but there you go. Myriad Landscape. Doing its wonderful things. Let's see. Llanowar Reborn. Llanowar Reborn enters the battlefield tapped, add a green, and it has Graft 1. It enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, you may move a +1/+1 counter from this land onto it. Sure, that's weird. That's weird. Command Tower, doing Command Tower-y things. Swiftfoot Boots, which we know to be something of a little bit of value. So yeah. Swiftfoot Boots, equipped creature gets hexproof and has haste. Soul Ring, being Soul Ring, this is of course before we had special art for Soul Ring, Command Tower, etc. So we'll probably have an Arcane Signet in here that is a normal. Simic Signet, so, you know, get the colors you need, get the ramp that you need. Simic Signet doing Simic Signet things. Commander's Sphere, get the colors and ramp you need, but, you know, slightly slower, but more value. Arcane Signet, can't compete with the GOAT. Can't compete with the GOAT. My queen. Enough said. I love Tatiova. I always will. We have like 80 of these because of foundations. You know you're my actual queen. What are you frowning for?
You don't love me.
You know I do. She doesn't have a ring. Right? Yeah, she doesn't have a ring. I mean, you can confirm it if you want. You know, we now have a sideways portrait version of her that I might put in the deck.
He likes more because he thinks she's so pretty.
That's not what I said. Although I don't think it looks like her. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I don't know if you saw the portrait one of her at all, but Tatiova, my queen. All right, Merfolk Skydiver, a Simic Merfolk mutant 1/1 flying. Whenever it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and you can pay to proliferate. That's pretty good. Merfolk Mistbender, green and a blue, 2/2. Other Merfolk creatures you control get +1/+1. It's simple. It gets the job done. Kajora's Follower, green and a blue creature, Merfolk 2/2. You can tap it to untap another target permanent. Very powerful. Just any other permanent. Growth Spiral, pay a Simic at instant speed to draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. Some ramp, assuming you get a land. Kadama's Reach, 2 and a green. We have way cooler versions of Kadama's Reach that we pulled from Commander Masters, so, you know, might swap that bad boy out at some point. We'll see. No promises. I guess it's just not going to focus. It doesn't want to live that life right now. Search your library for 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put one onto the battlefield, tapped, the other into your hand, and then shuffle. Whew. Inspiring Call. Okay, now this is actually good in this deck. We also have a bunch of these from Foundations. Yeah. Draw a card for each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it. This is great for this deck. And then those creatures gain indestructible till end of turn. What a card. What a card. Absolutely horrible and limited. Absolutely horrible. Get it out of here. Explore. This is classic. 1 and a green. You may play an additional land this turn and you draw a card. Very simple, but gets the ramping job done. Evolution Sage, 2 and a blue, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, proliferate. That's really good. That's really good. Oh, this deck seems so good. You might be playing the wrong fish person deck. I'm just saying, who needs white? What cards do you have that are white anyways?
Swords. Generous gift.
Not going to name your best card.
Farewell.
Smothering Tithe.
Smothering Tithe. Fumigation.
Oh, this is lame. This is lame. I didn't know that she was already in here. This is from the main set. Nick Hansel, the current conductor that we talked about. I thought she wasn't in here. I thought this was going to be a good upgrade. But no. Now I have like 7 of her for no reason.
Yep.
Although we have other art. It's the alternate art, so we might throw that in there. Whenever a creature you control explores a land card, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature you control explores a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on Nick Hansel, current conductor. She about to get fat. About to get massive. Beast Within. If you don't know what it does, you probably should. But apparently my camera doesn't want to focus on it, so no one's going to know what it does.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Read the card.
I'm sorry. It makes me mad. It's fine. Alright, 2 and a green, instant, destroy target permanent. Its controller creates a 3/3 green beast. We've got Stony Brook Banneret, but I don't freaking know. 1 and a blue, Merfolk Wizard, 1/1 with Island Walk. Merfolk spells and wizard spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Never hurts. Sage of Fables, 2 and a blue. Each other wizard creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. 2, remove a +1/+1 counter from a creature you control, draw a card. Okay, so that's why it's in here. I was like, we're not playing a whole lot of other wizards, but there we go. Raven Form, 2 and a blue sorcery, exile target artifact or creature. Its controller creates a 1/1 blue bird creature token with flying, and you can foretell it. Pretty cool. Rapid Hybridization, 1 blue instant, destroy target creature. It can't be regenerated. That creature controller creates a 3/3 green frog lizard creature token. Marrow Ridgery, 2 and a blue, Merfolk Soldier, 2/2. Other Merfolk creatures you control get +1/+1. Whenever you cast a Merfolk spell, you may tap or untap target permanent. That's pretty cool. Deeproot Waters, 2 and a blue enchantment. Whenever you cast a Merfolk spell, create a 1/1 blue Merfolk creature token with hexproof. Because we didn't have enough Merfolks.
Yep.
Aether Eyes, this will probably come out relatively quickly, I don't know. 3 and a blue, return all attacking creatures to their owner's hands. This is just a fun, like, gotcha card. Be like, swing out at me. I dare you. Merfolk Cave Diver, 2 and a blue Merfolk Scout, 2/4. Whenever a creature you control explores, Merfolk Cave Diver gets +1/+0 until end of turn and can't be blocked this turn.
Right.
Once more, a whole lot of not being blocked in this deck.
Yeah.
And the alternate commander. Oh. Zolotoyak, the Smiling Flood. It's like a giant, it's a salamander serpent. It's like an axolotl serpent.
Aw, cute.
He's adorable. Focus on it, dang it. Yes! Yes! Alright, anyways. Whenever Zoladiak, the Smiling Flood, 4 and a green and a blue. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, put a flood counter on target land. That land is an island in addition... Wait. Yeah, that land is an island in addition to its other types for as long as it has a flood counter on it. At the beginning of your end step, untap each permanent you control with a counter on it. That's pretty good. It's pretty solid. I don't hate that. There was some card that we pulled the other day that was like a little bit of value. This was one of the most common commanders that runs it. I don't remember what it was. I want to say it was a land, but I don't remember what type of land or something like that. But we have 4 different stacks over there.
Yeah, they're slippery.
We're about to see just how slippery this really is. We're about to see just how not slippery.
I dare you.
He's going to palm it right here. He's going...
Yeah, follow that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nathaniel.
wow. Oh, wow.
Nathaniel.
Oh.
I told you. It sucks.
Oh.
These Cortex sleeves suck.
Okay, they don't suck.
They're slippery as all hell.
That's okay, though.
No, it's not. How are they going to sit on your playmat and not fall?
I will show you how they sit on my playmat. Like this.
Oh,
you mean in a stack?
The whole stack?
My bad.
Set it
Hold
down.
up.
Show the people.
Hold up. First of all, we're going to give it a quick shuffle here because we always give it the first shuffle. And we're feeling Cortex sleeve shuffles for the first time. That's a smooth shuffle.
I believe it, but set that deck down. See how much it slides.
Oh, we got it right here, right here. Right? Commander deck is right here. Bam.
Give it a second.
Draw 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Place back on library. Play the game.
Okay.
Point
you
in
saw
case.
Them, you saw them
Point in
sliding.
case.
You saw them sliding, though.
Boop. It survived the boop test.
It did not.
Oh, it did not. It did not. It did not. I lied. Okay, they're pretty slippery. I'm not going to lie. They are pretty slippery. But, you know what? Cortex sleeves, they get a pass on the shuffle test for sure.
You're not going to pass on the slip test.
This might be the smoothest shuffle. Well, maybe not. This might be the smoothest shuffle from premium sleeves I've bought, so. Oh. Although it's hard to remember what katanas feel like because now my katanas are all like super dubbed up, double sleeve,
yes.
extra used. Like, it's not really the same comparison. All right, any Hoosers, we want to know what you guys would give the deck, and we're going to tell you what we would give the deck. So I'm going to say Hawkball right here. My excitement for Hawkball, probably like an 8.5 or a 9.
Okay.
I am so excited to play this deck, and it seems like it's going to just do wonders. I feel like people said this deck was incredible, and I see why they said that.
Wait for you to ask, sweetie.
Oh, okay. What's your rating gonna be, sweetie?
You always ask me.
All right, darling. What do you think you're gonna give the deck?
I think I'm gonna steal some cards.
Like what?
I don't know.
Why not just build this deck instead?
Oh, I like my deck. I like my clues. I like my white.
You like your clues?
I like my clues. They're fun.
Okay, fair. Your clues are fun.
Time.
Your deck is fun in its own way. Don't get me wrong. I think
Yes.
your deck's great, but I think that this is a really good tribal deck.
Oh, 100%.
I honestly think this is going to be such a fun tribe to play.
Oh, yeah.
And it does cool Simic things. Who doesn't want to do cool Simic things?
Very fair.
So what are you thinking?
Like a 7.
A 7. Okay, well, I obviously like tribal and merfolk more than she does, apparently, because I gave it an 8.5, but she gives it a 7. We want to know what you guys would give the deck. Down in the comments below, is it a 7? Is it an 8.5? Is it a 4? Is it a 10? Let us know what you would give it. I'm going to put these off to the side.
It's gonna slide. Watch.
And we're going to get to the coveted, the
Collector
almighty,
booster pack.
what everybody's here for, collector booster sample pack. Notably, sample pack, because it's not an actual collection booster.
No.
But I've only opened like 2... Maybe only... No, I've opened more than that. I was going to say collector boosters ever, but no, the AFR ones were collector boosters. So I have opened 13 collector boosters in my life. The 12 AFR ones, and then a Bloomborough one that was bought for me for my birthday. Although I did pull, like, the 4th most valuable Bloomborough card out of it, so... If anyone wants a special Japanese version of
so good.
Phineas... yeah, it happens, because they're foiled. But
Yeah.
wow, look at that. It's
crazy.
pretty crazy, yeah. Alright, flippity doo dah.
What do we get?
Bam! It's a token thing. We get it every single
Whoa,
time.
rip it.
I always do it. You want to rip it?
Rip
This
it.
is what it's like to rip a magic card.
It's fun. I like to do it.
It's kind of satisfying.
It's really.
I mean, you're never going
satisfying.
to do it with a real card. You should grab a card that's like 1 cent and do it
I
with
want to
an
do it with a
actual
real
card.
magic card someday. Just like a petty
And bam!
card.
We got Caparocti, Caparocti, Caparocti Sunhorn, Caparocti, whatever. 2, a red and a white human soldier 4/4. Whenever it attacks, you may tap 2 untapped artifacts and/or creatures you control. If you do, discover 3. Reading the card does not explain the card. What does discover 3 do? What does discover 3 do? It doesn't tell us.
I can tell you something on the app.
What does it do?
Exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card with mana value 3 or less. Cast it without paying its mana cost or put it into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom in random order.
Cool.
Is it the special art?
It is, and it's foiled.
Okay, what do you think is worth?
I think a foiled version of him special art is going to be 27 cents.
3.
3?
Yep.
For
3
foiled special
pennies.
art?
Yes.
Maybe we'll rip him up.
No, I was thinking I rip him.
No, because he's a human. He could go in one of our decks.
Ugh.
He's cool. He's cool. And
Nice.
bam! Oh, we got a land. Sure. Restless Ridgeline. It's a full art foiled land. Restless Ridgeline enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it to add a red or a green. You can also pay 2 a red and a green. It becomes a 3/4 red and green dinosaur creature until the end of turn. It is still a land. Whenever Restless Ridgeline attacks, another target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Untap that creature.
Is this special art?
It is a full art foil.
What do you think it's worth?
I mean, it's a cool land, I guess. If you're running it in red and green, I could throw it in dinosaurs because it turns into a dinosaur, right? Like, I'm gonna say $1.12.
72 cents.
All right, nothing going in the sleeve from there, folks.
Yeah.
You've got it. We've got it, and that is Hawkball.
Which is crazy.
We'll put those on the sides of it, and then we'll smack Hawkball down in the ooh. we will smack Hawkball down in the center of it. There we go. All right, that's the video. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know what you think of the deck down below. Give it a rating, and also let us know what you thought of the video.
Yes,
if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't liked the video, you should like the video. And we'd love to see you around in all the other many things Rollsicle.
Yeah.
That being said, I think that's all we've got in this one for you.
I think it is.
So we'll see you guys in the future. Until then, may those rolls be ever in your favor, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye, y'all.